I mean, from India context, we always meet every 2-3 months, and we put the entire context in a very short term. Import होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए, 3 महीने बाद crop कैसी है. These are all very short term, let's say, thinking or context. Globally, I think the big change that is happening is, and we as, within the country, which we have to be very mindful, is that we recently had a US presidential election. And we know the new power now. And we also know that the new power is very serious about the policies that they want to frame for the rest of the world. We understand that, whatever said and done, China has grown on the back of US. Similarly, there are opportunities or, let's say, disadvantages of aligning or not aligning with the US. Recently, the president has clearly mentioned about the tariff structure change, which can range from 20% to 60%. Where do we stand as India is still unknown. Let us assume that things are favorable for us. But with this kind of a tariff structure change, what is going to happen is that the global supply chains will once again see a new arena. Lot of disruptions are going to happen, which we have to put in context. For us now, for next year, I mean, so far we have been trying to micromanage the entire situation. You just asked a question on wheat or rice. I feel that so far government has been able to play with the distribution matrix of food. You, by choice, had given the market X amount of wheat and Y amount of rice, and it did work. Why it worked is because we are still a 2,500 per capita income economy today. Is this going to change? Yes, it is. Will it happen tomorrow? No, it will not. But we as a country have to be prepared, wherein every citizen of this country is going to exercise his or her food of choice. Then how will you manipulate the distribution metrics? Coming to the third point that I wanted to share with a larger group here is that, when we grow, we have to see how we become self-sufficient. Can we continue to micromanage the entire situation? Is the wheat crop going to increase significantly? Answer is no. In the previous session, Shweta touched upon limited land mass. We know that it is not going to increase. Mr. Bengani touched upon increasing productivity. Can we significantly change the crop dynamics? We cannot. So I think as a forum, we need to arrive at certain solutions. I do have a couple of them in mind. How do we have to move as a geography? But I think India is at a very delicate position as far as we, 1.4 billion population, are concerned in context of our global linkages. There is a lot to talk about. We think that wheat, we have not allowed import of wheat. That may be one answer. But how about the food, feed, and fuel complex? In some ways or other, the entire complex is being impacted, and we are increasingly getting linked to the global markets.